everybody, it's me, Miss Susan from the Crystal Lake Public Library. Oh, and I also have another kitty. This is my kitty Lorian. She is the bestest cat in the world. She is such a good kitty sister to Mabel. Mabel sometimes can be a stinker, and Lorian is the mother. She tells her no. Right, Mish? Her nickname is Mish because she's the bestest Mish. Well, that's not what our story time is about today. Actually, if you haven't noticed, oh, the sun feels so good on my face. The seasons are changing, aren't they? The seasons are turning. The green leaves are changing colors. A lot of my summer flowers are gone. The wind's getting cooler. Apples are growing on trees too. Do you know what season it is? Oh, I heard somebody say it correctly. It's fall. And I love the fall. I love the fall because someone's birthday's in fall. Rose's birthday, October 18th. We should have a party for him. I'll put that in my noggin. So, we have a wonderful, wonderful book about fall. But how do we find our book? Right, it's in Ro's basket, which means we have to wake up Ro. You're so smart. Wow, I'm glad I have you today. All right, well, let's wake up Ro. I got his basket right here. We'll wake up Ro, and we'll find out what wonderful book we have, okay? So we count to, right, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where is Ro? Where is Ro? Here he is. Here he is. Did you bring a story? You did? Where is it? It's in your basket? Time to read. Time to read. Well, hello, Ro. Oh, nose kisses. Lovely nose kisses. So, Ro, it is my favorite time of year. Yours too? Right. It's fall. We love fall so much. And what's that? You brought some things? Oh, exciting. You brought some things. What kinds of things? Things that tell us it's fall. Oh, maybe some of you are noticing these outside, right? Okay, so let's look and see. What's your first thing? I like when he brings things. Oh, what's this, Ro? Oh, can you look at that? Look at those beautiful colors. Yes, those are leaves from trees outside. Yes, the trees are changing. Maybe you've noticed in your backyard or in your neighborhood there are some trees that are changing beautiful colors. Believe it or not, those are actually the true colors of those leaves. We'll learn about that more in our book. Oh, there's one more thing? Okay, so I'll put the leaves down. It's your favorite thing. Oh, can you think of what Ro's favorite thing, other than Miss Susan? Oh, thank you. Favorite thing. Oh, I heard somebody say it. You gonna pull it out? Okay, let's see. What is that? That's an apple. That's Ro's favorite thing to eat. Oh, he loves apples so much. You're gonna have this one for breakfast? Okay. So Ro's favorite things, apples and leaves. So we wanna find out what book we brought so we can share it with all our friends. It's such a beautiful book. You know, sometimes books are wonderful because of the story, and sometimes books are wonderful because of the pictures, or both. So this is a book, look at that. It's a little shiny on the cover, but it's called Fall Leaves. Fall leaves. Leaves fall from the trees, right? So this book is by Loretta Holland. and it is illustrated by Ellie McKay, and I have permission through Houghton Mifflin Publishing Company to read this out loud. All right? So, Ro, are you going to stay and listen to our story? No, you're going to what? You're going to get some sleep. Yeah, because foxes are nocturnal, right? You got up early with me. And then what are you going to do? You and Mabel are going to go play tonight outside? Yeah, Mabel, she's been actually very good about going outside, right? And keeping to our backyard. And she loves to play with moths. When the moon comes out or our backyard light comes on, she likes to play with moths, but she doesn't hurt them, right? No. You don't want her to hurt them. No, 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 no. Okay, well, everybody say goodbye to Ro. Nose kisses. All right. Mwah. We'll see you later, Ro. All right, so here we go with
Fall Leaves. Written by Loretta Holland. Illustrated by Ellie McKay. And I have permission through Houghton Mifflin Court Publishing to read this out loud. When summer leaves, fall arrives. In our universe, everything is always moving. The earth spins like a top while moving in a large circle around the sun. The sun also slowly moves in a circle around our galaxy. Our galaxy is slowly spinning too. All of these turnings make the sun's light come and go, getting closer and brighter to the earth at times, or dimmer and farther away at other times. These changes create the cycles of days, nights, seasons, and years. In the northern hemisphere, the sun's light is moving south as fall arrives in late September. Birds leave. As the sun's light continues to move southward, days begin to get shorter and nights get longer. Some butterflies and birds leave to follow the sun, flying south for the winter. Leaves twist. Fall usually brings rain, which makes leaves twist and squirm on branches. The bottoms of the leaves look silver like rain and flash in the breeze as rain approaches. Rain falls. Rain falls come hard and steady, rushing off roofs like waterfalls. Sometimes it rains for days. When the rain falls for a long time, rivers and streams rise up above their banks, and low-lying areas get covered with water. But most of the time, it just puddles up on the road. Flowers leave. The blooms of most flowers leave in the fall. Many flowers, such as tulips, daffodils, and others, go to sleep for the winter. And when spring comes, they begin to grow again. These types of flowers, called perennials, hibernate in the dirt when there is snow and ice on the ground. There are many animals that do not care much for winter either. They find a cozy spot and, like some flowers and trees, go to sleep until warm weather returns. Apples fall. Fall is harvest time when ripened apples fall from the trees. Many fruits, grains, and vegetables are harvested, so there will be plenty to eat over the winter. Sometimes these foods go straight from the garden to the table. Sometimes they are sold at roadside produce stands, and sometimes they go in big trucks or train cars to supermarkets all over the world. Leaves fall. Deciduous trees such as maples, oaks, and hickories make their own food. Their leaves look very green because of a substance called chlorophyll. In these trees, water, carbon dioxide, and the chlorophyll from their leaves are mixed with sunlight to make a type of sugar. With that sugar, the trees feed themselves. When fall comes and the trees begin to prepare for winter, they eat less, and the chlorophyll starts to drain from their leaves. This is when the true colors of the leaves come out, brightening up the woods until the leaves fall onto the ground. Fall stays. Trees, plants, and animals are working hard to get ready for winter. But there is still time. Fall stays regardless of the weather until winter officially starts in late December. Leaves leave. Most of the leaves leave by early November, blown down by the wind and rain. They carpet the woods and roads with brilliant color. Those that are still hanging on branches will fall when the trees stop feeding. The ends of the branches seal up and the leaves snap right off. Sun leaves. By the time trees stand stark and shivery without their leafy covering, the sun has moved very far to the south. Even on clear days, the sun's rays are weak and give little warmth. Days are short now, and the sun leaves early each afternoon. Temperatures fall. Some days the sun shines pale yellow, and some days it hides behind high clouds, and there's a chill in the air. The temperature falls until one morning the ground and all the fallen leaves are white with frost. Snow falls. One day you may notice gray clouds hanging low in the sky. The smoke from chimneys will not rise up as it usually does, but will drift down around the houses and hang on the tops of trees. That is because the air is so full of moisture that there's no room for smoke. Soon the sky will be dotted with snowflakes as the first snow falls. Fall leaves. After 3 months of everything from sunny days to cool rains to snowfall, from green leaves to red and yellow leaves to bare branches, from flocks of birds flying overhead as they follow the sun to birds looking for runaway seeds on the ground, fall leaves. It has been a special time of year, a busy season full of color and change. The end.
What did you think? Wasn't that a wonderful story? My goodness, we learned so much about fall and all the things that change. So I do hope you're enjoying your fall. And like I said earlier, Rose's birthday's in fall. It's October 18th. I don't know what day that is of the week, but I think we need to have a birthday party for Rose. I'll work on that. Okay? Well, until next time, my friends, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine and eat an apple. Rake some leaves. Have a good day. Bye-bye.